And I want to give the floor to Mr. Tomi Ilijas, who, apart from being an excellent entrepreneur in cloud and high-performance computing himself, he represents today the FF4Europe HPC initiative and is going to give you the specifics of the second call. So, Tomi, many thanks for giving this opportunity to Greek SMEs, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ilijas, for a nice presentation, and thank you for inviting me to this event. So I would ask you to allow me to share the screen, so to give me the presenter rights. Yeah, I can do it. Great. I hope you see the screen.
Yes.
Great. Good. So Fortissimo for HPC, it's FF is for Fortissimo. It's the third project in a row of the very successful projects in the FP7 and Horizon 2020 program. So it's all about giving access or helping SMEs to scale up, to start using HPC. And this is very important for all of you who attend to apply for these calls. So you have to be newcomer in the field of high performance computing, and the essence of these calls is to bring you to the level where you can use HPC remotely with no problems and take advantage of it. So it's a Horizon 2020 project. As you see, it's 3 years of duration, and it's 10 million euros of budget, from which 8 million euros are dedicated to SMEs, so outside to the third parties. Coordinator is HLRS with Bastian Keller, Dr. Bastian Keller as a coordinator, and then you see partners beside Arctur. It's also Sesga from Spain, Cineca from Italy, Scapos Germany, and Teletech from France. Good. So these are aims, and for you it's very important to understand a couple of things. First one is we are searching for newcomers, innovations, innovative ways of using HPC. It is, how would I put it? We are searching for manufacturing SMEs, but also other SMEs are welcome, but they have to show the importance of what they do, the scale of the business, the scale, the impact of what they do if they are not in manufacturing. Good. By the way, you'll all have these slides, so you don't have to do screenshots, whatever, and you'll have access to these slides. So why use HPC in business? After more than 100 experiments in previous calls from Fortissimo, the picture was pretty much the same as this one. So most of them used HPC to reduce costs. The good example is, for example, crash test. If you do a crash test for the car physically, you know, you have to build a car, you have to crash it, bump it into the wall, measure it, and then again build it, you know, crash it to the wall, etc. You can easily do this with simulation. And not only the construction simulation, but there are like hundreds of simulations now running for the human body, for all sorts of other physical phenomena which occurs in the crash. The second, it's a return of investment. So using HPC shortens and improves the return of investment when you do this. Of course, time to solution is very important. using HPC, you can get to the result much faster than doing other experimental or whatever you do processes development. And there is a every year bigger and bigger amount of problems, of experiments, of businesses, which cannot be solved by any other means than high performance computing. So the good case is like artificial intelligence, or I don't know, big data analytics, or some other complex simulations of, I don't know, ocean or waves or meteorological or bio medicine, etc., etc. So it's all sorts of let's say problems you can use. So we are searching for high quality, innovative, agile SMEs. You have to prove that you are a newcomer. Please do not, for all of you who already got some funding from national or, I don't know, European projects to scale up in HPC, or for all of you who are already working on HPC field, you'll get very low score from the evaluators if you apply to this course. So newcomers, welcome. Right? This doesn't mean that you don't have to show that you're doing the simulations. If you're doing simulations locally, like on your desktops or local servers, it's okay, because you have to scale up. You have to, you know, increase you have to scale up in a sense of the computation resources. Good. Some data about the first call. You see, these were applicants from 25 European countries. Of course, there are big countries leading as always, like Spain, Italy, Germany, etc. But there are all sorts of other countries, and these were the sectors from where, or the technology used in these proposals. So finite elements, you see coupled simulations, machine learning, CFD, etc., etc. These are very interesting data to show. 16 proposals were selected for funding. In the first call, we had 3 million euros, and as you see in the second call, we will use the rest of the 8 million, so 5 million euros. It's usually, you know, the consortia consists of 2, 3, even 4 or more partners, but the core partner is always SME. The leading partner should be SME, who is also the beneficiary. You know, we are focusing on SME, and other partners are like helping SME to grow, to scale up in the level, in the sense of the high performance computing. So usual partners are universities or competence centers, other HPC centers who can help SMEs to scale up, domain experts, software vendors or software experts, etc., etc. So you can build around the SME, you can build other partners if you need them, of course. Of course, in such a small projects as these are, I'm talking about 200,000 euros. It's better not to exaggerate with partners, because, you know, more partners means more problems, more reporting, etc. Good. So there are differences between this call and the previous one. So the very important is that we focus more on manufacturing, and the second one, or the first one, is we want a broader geographical distribution of participants. So Greece was very successful in the first call, thanks to Ilijas and his team, and a very good support, and the also awareness among Greek SMEs. So you are among those countries who will not have rights to be in the special niche where we are searching for newcomers from other countries. This doesn't mean still it's 3 million euros there for all the rest. So go for it, fight. You prove that you are very good in these calls. So still, I would like to encourage you to apply. So what do we expect? You know, again, build your consortia accordingly. Don't take care that you have all the expertise needed within the consortia. You know that outsourcing is, I would rather not to see this outsourcing. Bring the partner in if you need the expertise. Define the resources very well, and take care. Core partners of FF4Europe HPC, we are not able, we cannot provide you computing resources, and there are some, well, this is the difference between the previous two projects, but this is quite the same in the first call. Take care about data protection and data information access issues. Write some chapter about this, and think about sorry. Okay. Think about about dissemination of your results, because we would like to see once you become a success story for FF4Europe HPC success story, we would like that you disseminate this your case, and you talk about this and then the other SMEs see this, and we raise the awareness about HPC in this kind. So put some effort here as well, and write it. Write down what you are gonna do, right, with this. So these are key call details. You have plenty of time. It's end of September. There are 10 pages of the proposal, but please don't start writing 15th of September, because in the last 2 weeks, even us, we are very busy and answering to hundreds of questions, and some of them are like very naive, etc. Please start before, and then take your time the last few weeks. There will be a lot of competition, and very good competition, so you have to file the very excellent proposal. So this is so important. So we have 5 million euros, as I said, and I will and there is one more very important thing. So the maximum budget, of course, is 200K. Please do not exceed this. This is very important. But even more important is that each partner's budget don't go over beyond 150K. So we had many cases, many excellent proposals in the first call where some partners went over 150K, and they had to be rejected because you are third parties. You are going to be third parties to the Fortissimo project, and these are European Commission rules that third parties in Horizon 2020 cannot be funded more than 150K. For all of you who are reapplying, and for example, if you got if you were awarded in a first call, you can apply again, especially universities, etc. You can apply again as a co-partner with other SMEs. But important is that you do care about your budget. So in total, combining these two winning projects or two experiments, your budget cannot go over 150K. So take care of this. Good. So evaluation criteria remains the same. It's always the same. You have these 4, from which first the impact is doubled. It has weight of 2. So in total there is 25 points, and we could expect that the winning experiments, winning applications in this call will have to have more than 20 points. So excellent proposals will be awarded. Good. You see, you have part A, part B. Part B 10 pages. Please do not go beyond that limit. And there is 2-phase process. First of all, we will group, we will select proposals from the countries, from the states which were not yet funded. So you see, Greece is among the partners, among the countries which were selected already in the first phase. So you will all go to the second phase, where we have around 3 million euros. Good, and then all the rest is the same. Good. So this is a process. It's quite straightforward. We use external experts for this, and the selection process can take a couple of months, of course, because there are many evaluators evaluating many proposals, and it's a hard work, believe me. And then you get awarded, and then as you see, you start working on experiment. You see, again, 150K euros. Do not forget this. It's very sad to see an excellent proposal with such a mistake inside, because we have to reject it. It's no other mean. We cannot call, guys, please remove this or something. We have to be very careful about this. So that's it. I'm open for your questions, and as mentioned, you will get the link to this PowerPoint presentation if you want to see it again. Thank you very much. I have to stop sharing. Good. Okay, and then success stories. Okay, yeah, go through success stories, please. Go through success stories and check whether your case is similar to other success stories which were already funded. And this is all on the web page of the EuroHPC. Good. So thank you very much. I would like to stop sharing, but sorry, I'm on the laptop.
So Good. This is the time for questions?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will start with a question. Actually, 2 questions. First of all, if international consortia are preferable, if they get a positive, and then how often and for how long will the calls be launched? And will there be, after a certain time, an interaction, a connection with the new European resources available for the European industry?
It is. I didn't get the second question. So this is the last call, right? So the second call is the last call within this project. So was this a question, or I didn't get it properly?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm asking if for the next years there will be calls for SMEs in some, Fortissimo or for Europe in some way. There will be a continuation of stimulating industry and give funding.
Well, in Fortissimo, we will have to apply for another project, obviously, because this one is going to end. We just have 2 open calls in this project. So this is the second one and the last one. We will spend all the money. So yeah, I hope because this model, it's many times it's called as a Fortissimo model. I hope it will be used on a national and European level again within Euro HPC program, because it was successful and it's still very successful project, because you have to have SMEs to scale up, because it's a market failure out there, and you have to give some incentives, help them, because if not, the burden going up in the HPC is too much for SMEs. But once you do this, you will get the return as a country, as a European Union. You'll get the return many times, because these are very, very successful companies at the end. Yeah. Sorry, Ilijas, I forgot your last
question. The question was actually this question that you just answered. Perhaps our next speaker can have an idea about this, if there will be a continuation, in giving incentives to SMEs. So the first question was if international consortia, consortia that the SME and the HPC experts or the ISV provider come from different countries, if this will get a positive, if it's preferable.
There were many experiments in the past as well with international consortia, but it's not specially awarded, because this criteria of the countries who were not awarded yet, it's only for SMEs. So, for example, if you take a Greek SME and German and French universities, it still counts as a Greek experiment. But if you have Greek universities or other, I don't know, institutes, etc., and I don't know, Bulgarian or Slovenian SME, then it counts as a Bulgarian or Slovenian experiment. So the important is who is the beneficiary, who is the leading partner, which is always an SME. So this counts. But please feel free to choose partners from all eligible countries within Horizon 2020 program. I hope I
thank you, Tomi. Yes, of course. Yeah. So are there any more questions? Right. So thank you very much, Tomi.
Thank you very much, Ilijas, and have a nice time. I have to run to another meeting, and have a good time and apply. Go for it. We are looking forward for your experiments. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.